Good morning everyone. Monday, shibashi time. Right, for those who didn't catch me on Thursday night, I'm stopping the Thursday evening live sessions through the summer now. So it's just going to be Mondays. What else do I need to tell you? I know a few of you are chomping at the bit this morning. Pauline was looking to come on about 10 o'clock. So hi Pauline, I know you're going to join us. Steph's gone to Specsavers, so hopefully she'll be able to see in her diary after today that Monday 10:30 is shibashi time. So hi to Steph when you have a look at this later on. I want to shout out to Jane's husband Cliff this morning. I had some of his lovely marmalade for my breakfast and it was smashing. So thanks Cliff for the marmalade. It's lovely. Hi Teen, how are you? Is it raining down there? It's absolutely awful here this morning. It's pelted down. It's just windy, stormy, like winter at the moment. So stay inside today is my message. If you are going to go out and get your constitutional, then leave it till this afternoon. Might get a bit of sunshine. Hi Pauline. Right, what we are going to do today is we're going to do more of a standard class format. So those of you who've come to my classes, you'll find it quite familiar. I've had a few people sort of say to me, how do you remember all this? How do you remember these 18 moves? And I did force myself to learn them. So I literally kept practicing. I sat with an empty blank piece of paper in front of me and worked through the moves in my head to learn the order they came in, writing them down, getting it wrong, looking again, thinking I've called that one the wrong thing or I've put that in the wrong place, and learning it in sets of 3 to start with, so learning which 3 moves went together all the way through. Now if we were doing a class physically where I could see what you were up to, for the second set that we're going to do, I would just say change and leave you guys to go to what you thought was the next move and then join in with you. And it's surprising actually when you test yourself how you automatically know what's coming, even though you might think or not have the confidence to think you know the routine, you do actually know it. So we're going to have a bit of a play with that today. So we'll do a small warm-up, then we'll do a set where I'm giving you the names of the moves and a bit of tuition and guidance as to what we're doing. Then we'll take a little couple of minute break, have a drink, and we will do a second set. I'll turn my music off here, otherwise Facebook gets antsy about it. And we will do a 6 breath set where I just say change. We're going to move to the next move, and I want you to try to do it without looking at me first. So we'll when we get to that, we'll start with commence, and then I'll say change. Go to the next move yourself as you think it's going to be, and then have a look to check that you're doing the same as me. And test yourself to see how much you know. It should be quite fresh in your mind because we'll have done a set first. So don't panic, and don't worry if you get it wrong. There might be odd ones that you always have a bit of a mental block, and you really can't think what comes after this next one. But you'll be surprised exactly how much you do know. So yeah, it's pretty wet. Yeah, it is. Good job skin's waterproof, isn't it? I mean, it is a little bit colder as well today, so it wasn't so bad yesterday because although it was wet, it was warm. But yeah, chickens aren't liking it much as both cats are in, flaked out, so they might interrupt me in a bit, who knows. Okay, right, off we go. Starting with our warm-up. So if you can, roll your feet out a bit. If you've got a ball, use the ball. Use the ball as often as you can throughout the day. Make sure those feet are facing forwards. Back a little bit, hip bone distance apart. Slightly soften the knees. And we're just going to turn the head from right to left. One side to the other side. So I start these warm-ups working from the top of the body down. Drop the chin, stretch in the back of the neck as you look from one side and over to the other side. Now if you want to, for your warm-up at home, start at the bottom and work your way up. Do whatever you feel your body needs to get it moving. Taking the head back to centre, we're going to keep the head still and looking forwards. I'm going to move the eyes round clockwise, so we're going to look up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up, right, down, left, up. Then we'll go back the other way, going to the left, down, right, up, left, down, right and up. Tense those shoulders up to the ears and let them drop. Tensing them up and let them drop. One more, coming up and drop. One shoulder up to the ear, let it drop. Other shoulder. Now remember, it's the shoulder coming up, not the head coming down. So when you bring the shoulder up, don't turn the head over. Shoulder to ear, shoulder to ear. One more each side. Then the whole arm circling forward and around. At least 3 big circles forwards. And take the arm back. So as always, go to wherever you can comfortably manage. Other arm forwards and around. And take it back. Anything hurts, stop. Make the movement smaller. Should feel those shoulders working now already. Front of the shoulders, going to put the hands in the front and circle the elbow forwards and around. Making as big a circle with that elbow as you can comfortably manage, and back the other way. Switching arms, going forwards and round. And then taking it back. Dropping the arms, we're going to stretch through both sides of the body, so as to stretch up and down, up to the sky, down to the ground, turning the head to the side and looking up towards the back of that hand. Lengthening both sides of the body and changing sides. Reaching up and pushing down, turning the head, looking up to that top hand. Feeling the stretch. One more each side. Try not to hold your breath when you're doing this. So you're doing a big stretch and then a breath in and out. Other side. Up to the sky, down to the ground. Lengthening as much as you can through the sides of the body. Dropping the arms, stretching across the chest. Pointing an arm out and pulling back, looking down that long arm. And changing sides, pointing out and pulling back. Stretching the chest. Drop the arms, going to give them a swing around the torso, tapping the front of those shoulders. You've just been working them really hard. Hopefully really hard. Arms to the front, soft elbows, soft wrists, and just circle those wrists in. Keeping the fingers nice and relaxed. Circle the hands back out. Then make 2 fists, good strong fists, and a big stretch out through the fingers. Back into fists and a stretch through the fingers. Do one more, fists and fingers. fingers. Take the right hand, turning it palm up to stretch out through the inner wrist gently. And changing hands. So palm up and a pull down on the fingers. Just the position of your arm to wherever you need to be to get the stretch. Heels of the hands into the lower back. We're going to push down and out. Pushing down and out. Kidney wiping, pushing down and out. Working the shoulders. Getting some blood into the lower back before we start to move it. Dropping the hands. And keep the feet facing forwards. Circle the hips around. So moving at the ankles and the waist. Going around one way and then back the other way. Now if you can, try and keep a focal point for your eyes so that the head itself staying still. And we're just moving that torso around. Coming down to the knees. Give the knees a really good rub in and around the knees. When you're doing this, don't look at me. Look down towards the ground so the back of the neck's nice and relaxed and straight. Then if your knees will allow it, fingertips on both knees. We're going to circle the knees in and circle them out. Then fingers on the knees, look up to the right, back through centre to the left. Go quite quickly if you can from one side to the other, because this is trying to warm us up. And straightening back up. Going to lift the right heel up and just circle the ankle round one way. Keeping the ball joints of the toes of the foot down on the ground, back the other way. Try and get some rotation in that ankle and working the standing leg. Changing sides. Excuse me. Lift the heels up. Circling that ankle round one way and back the other way. Dropping the heel, we're going to take the right foot slightly forwards, keeping it facing forwards. A slow lift and lower. Just gently stretching through the calf. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Then turn the whole leg so it's facing out to the side. Keep the body facing forwards. Lift and lower the toes again. Stepping back, do the same with the other foot, slightly forwards, lift and then lowering. And turning the leg out to the side, keeping the torso facing forwards, lift and lower those toes. Stepping back, right, we'll do a little bit more. We'll do the heel taps to the front, so reaching, tapping a heel, front, tap, tap, tap. As fast as you can comfortably go. Again, it's trying to warm up. You're keeping the top of the body straight, and it's just the leg moving. So reaching to somewhere near the ankle, back of the foot, tapping behind, bringing the leg up. Doesn't matter if you don't reach. I'm actually feeling a bit more flexible than normal, so I don't know what's going on there. It's good. There goes Mavis. Okay, back to feet facing forward. We're going to march through the feet now, so we're marching toe, toe, heel, heel. outside foot, inside foot, inside foot, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in, toe, toe, heel, heel, out, in. Warm up, done. Tick. Right, let's have a look, see if anyone else is there. Hi, Sue. Right, so we'll go straight into the shibashi set. Make sure you've got your water with you. As always, you need a chair. You can keep a chair to the side if you need to grab it, if you think you're going to go, if you're having a wobbly day. Or keep the chair behind us. So if you need to have a sit down, you can have a sit down and carry on seated. Stand back up for me though. 70% effort, keeping those knees behind the toes. We're going to take a moment now, we've warmed up, slow the breathing down. Think about our posture and just relax into Wuji, trying to clear the mind a little bit, calming down. Have a think about what the knees are up to. Gently soften them, slightly tip that pelvis back, and then think about lengthening up through the front of the body, lining up the chin, pulling up through the centre of the crown of the head. A nice tall neutral spine position. Soft elbows, soft open hands, palms facing towards the outside of the tops of the thighs. A little bit of space under the armpits. Thinking about the shoulders going out wide. The shoulders are relaxed and down. Buttocks are relaxed. And take some long, deep breaths. Breathing in and out. Remembering as you breathe in, feeling the belly expand, letting everything go. And as you breathe out, starting from the pelvic floor and squeezing that air out, little by little. Okay, we're going to step out to commence, stepping out to at least shoulder width apart, feet facing forwards, soften those knees down. Going to breathe in, arms coming up, and breathe out, lowering back down. Breathing in, straightening up through the legs, and breathing out, lowering back down. Those of you who are gym bunnies, think about the down movement as the very start of a squat, when you're just starting to push the bottom back. Should be feeling it then in the thighs and the tops of the legs. Breathing in, straightening up through the legs, breathing out, lowering down. Breathing in and out. And we'll change now, so breathing in, arms coming wide, broadening one's chest. Breathing out. Apologies for anyone who can hear any groaning here. We are not in a haunted house. Breathing out. As the wind whistles round this garden room, we get a few groans and creaks. Breathing in. And out. Straightening up through the legs on the in-breath. And Mavis is back. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Okay, changing to dancing with rainbow. So going to the side, bringing the arms up on the in-breath, turning the head. Breathing out. Eyes following the active hand as it moves over on the in-breath. Turning the head. And then out, breath back the other way. Sinking into the knee of the standing leg. But again, trying to send the weight towards the back of the foot rather than the front, so that that knee's not coming out over the toes. Breathing in. And out. This is working the legs very hard, or it should be. Breathing in. And out. Last one going over. Now as we bring the hands back to centre, we're going to circling arms, dropping at the knees. Going to cross the wrists in front of us. Breathing in as we bring the arms up. Turning the hands. Breathing out as we lower down. Breathing in. And out. Breathing in. Straightening up through the legs. Breathing out. Bobbing back down again. And out. Last one, breathing in and out. Lowering at the knees, we're going to turn the palms face up. Twist waist, swinging arm. Breathing in, straightening slightly through the legs as the arm comes up and over. And then breathing out, sinking back into squats position. Breathing in. Arm coming up and round. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. Do one more each side. Breathing in. As you push forward, those hands are just passing each other. And breathing out. Dropping the hands, palms facing backwards, soft knees straightening up. As you breathe in, rowing a boat. Breathing out as you lower back down. Breathing in. And out. Now, with the exception of a couple of these moves, everything's very, very simple. The hard part is keeping the movement slow, matching your breathing to the speed you're going. And concentrating on how you breathe and relaxing all those muscles so you've got no tension. Keeping the elbows and the hands soft and loose and the shoulders relaxed and down. And breathing out. Holding a ball, so take a hand and a foot, same side. We're breathing in to reach across the body, raising up onto the toes, breathing out as we come back through centre. So breathing in, raising onto both lots of toes if you can. If you can't, don't worry, just raise the heel on the balanced leg, leave the standing leg flat. Breathing in, holding a ball, breathing out. As you come back through centre, you're dipping the knees again. Breathing in and out. Last one, reaching up to this side and out, lowering the heels back down, both hands now, so that's holding a ball, we're now carrying the moon. Breathing in and out. Keeping the knees soft, breathing in and out. Turning the head from side to side, but not letting it drop forward or back. So the eyes following the movement. Breathing in and out. Last one to this side. Breathing out as we come to centre, keep the knees soft, take an in breath. Carry on turning, twist waist, push palm. Breathing in as the hand returns, breathing out. And out. Breathing in, keeping the feet fixed to the floor, breathing out. Breathing in and out. Last one to this side, breathing out and in. Then as we push the hand out, we switch to playing with clouds, so turning that palm to face us, breathing in. Top elbows leading the way, change the arms over to breathe out. Breathing in. Eyes on the palm of the top hand, breathing out. Not on my dippy cat, let's go belly up. Breathing in. That's Mavis's favourite position for those who haven't met her in person. Breathing out. Breathing in. And out. We're going to start our side moves now, so dropping the arms down, taking the foot half a foot forward and turning it out to the side. So make sure that standing leg's still facing forwards, going out over this knee. So we're scooping forward, lifting the back heel, and then dropping that heel and lifting the toes. Breathing in and out. Going as low as you want to, breathe out. If you need to, just keep the movement small. It's just as effective We're working those legs, keeping our balance. Last one to this side. And as the arms come down, step the foot back, make sure it's facing forwards, turning onto the other leg. Breathing in and out. In and out. You should really be working that standing leg hard to do this. Especially when you get to here, start lifting the toes. And out. Take a breath in, bringing the hands up to the waist. Going to breathe out, pushing them away. Breathing in, playing with waves. Breathing out. Breathing in and out. Reaching as far away as you can comfortably keep that balance. Remembering it's a stretch from the body, arms still staying soft and relaxed, elbows never fully extending. Coming back to centre on that in-breath, turning the feet, breathing out. And in. Try not to speed up too much if you can on playing with waves. It's very tempting to get a bit fast on this one. Then hands going out, we're going to turn the palms to face us, spreading wings. Breathing in and out. Breathing in. Check your thumbs always on this one. Make sure they're not rigid. And bringing the arms to shoulder width apart in front of you before you bring them back. Breathing in. And we're going to change sides. So breathing out, arms come wide, change those feet round, and it's absolutely chucking it down here now. Out. Breathing in. Out. Spreading wings. So we know now we're a good 2/3 of the way through the set. Breathing out. Coming back to centre with the arms wide. Breathing in as you straighten the feet up and the fists are coming, elbows into the side. We're going punching. So we're going to breathe out to punch away. Breathing in. Breathing out. And in. Out. And in. Out. In. One more each side. Remember the elbow again not fully extending. dropping the hands, releasing those fingers, taking out breath. Flying like a wild goose, breathing in, coming up onto those toes. And breathing out. Slow lower back down, softening the knees. Little fingers to the front side of the thighs. Breathing in. And out. Now remember to keep the knees back behind the toes. Breathing in. And out. Now if you can't raise up onto your toes, do the movement, but try and think of the weight coming forward into those feet and then coming into the backs of the feet. So don't worry, you straighten up through the legs if you're not coming up onto the toes. And out. Do one more, breathing in. And out. Hands coming slightly forwards, palms facing each other, it's spinning wheel. Breathing in, arms coming up and around. Breathing out. Again, checking those thumbs haven't gone rigid. Breathing in. And out. Okay, so if you're doing this version of the movement, breathing in, keeping that head still and looking forwards. Breathing out. We change direction. Breathing in, up and around, and out. If you're twisting from the waist, I'll do that in the second set. Breathing in, if I remember. And out. So you're keeping the hands the same distance apart, palms facing each other as they come up. And down, dropping the hands, bouncing a ball. Opposite foot to hand, in breath. Out breath. Heel raise if you can manage it, in breath. Out breath. In. Out. If you're just lifting a heel, that's absolutely fine. Do two with a heel raise, so it's in breath, just keeping the toes down for balance if you need to. And out breath. Heels back down, feet facing forward, press palms. Gonna breathe in, bring the palms up to the nose, turning the hands, breathing out as you push back down. Breathing in, straightening up through the legs, and out, softening those knees. Breathing in, and out. Breathing in, think of the elbows going out as you gather all that energy up, and then push it back down to the center. Breathing in and out. Drop the hands. I'm going to step back to at least hip bone distance apart, left hand, right hand onto the lower tummy. And just take 2 or 3 long deep breaths in and out, checking through the body. So check those knees, check the bottom, check the pelvis, put some length through the front of your body, make sure you're not hunching over. And take a breath in, out. Breathe in, and out. Okay, so that's our demo set. Grab a drink of water. Take a minute or 2 because we're going to crack into the next set. I'll turn the music off here so you hear all the groaning and the weather. Maybe the cat flap going. Let's have a look. Hi Ange, is it raining in Wick? Because it's blooming raining here. Yeah, chiropractors start. Yeah, we'll take it easy. I mean, obviously, do whatever they recommend. If there's any of the stretches that you think you can cope with, then do it. You know, as everything, you know your own bodies. So if you know you've got a weakness somewhere and you don't want to aggravate it, then skip that bit out. Just, if you're going to do the set by skipping bits because you know you need to, then just sit quiet for that bit and mentally go through what you would be doing for that move in your mind. So your brain is still thinking you're doing it, even though the body's not actually doing it. And believe me, that is a really good way to go about it if you've got a problem. The brain is really powerful. We can convince it of all kinds of things. So if you're sitting out a particular move, if it's twist waist, swing arms, too awkward for you, then you can just stand in Wuji or stand in the tree hugging pose that I've done back in previous classes, and just think as you breathe in, you're thinking about that arm dropping and coming up and over and around, and as you breathe out, you're thinking about it pushing forwards. So by all means, switch to that. Remember, I'm just leading the exercise. It doesn't mean that you've got to try and mimic me totally. You mimic me as to how far your body will allow it. And also for anyone coming new to this, it's copying and learning by repetition. So don't start and think, oh god, this is awful, I'm never going to remember all this, I'm never going to get that right. You just do the best you can each time, and it slowly really improves. And some of my students who've been with me since last September come vouch for that. Hi Jane, yeah, 2 pots of your jelly left, so I'll let you know as soon as the last 2 have gone, and you can come down and get your money. For those of you who don't know, Jane's selling some jelly in our egg shed for the local food banks, so well done Jane for that. Who else have we got? Team. You've had the chiropractor this morning as well. Wow. You're disappearing to work now, I think. Right, I'm going to do a second set with you guys, anyone who's staying. So this would be how a class proper would run. I'm going to switch off the music so eBay doesn't start screaming at me about copyright. And I'm just going to give you the change for the moves. So what I want you to try to do is, when I say change, move to what you think the next move's going to be, then have a look and see if you're doing the same one as me. So you're testing yourself out, getting your brain to work to think about what's coming next, and hopefully surprising yourself by how much you know that you don't think you necessarily remember. Okay. Right, plenty of water. I have to say, this is a staying inside drinking tea day today. Getting ready in our starting stance, feet facing forwards, hip bone distance apart, and relaxing into Wuji. So I'm not going to talk you through this, you know how you should be trying to position your body. Take some long, deep breaths in and out. Breathing in and out. Remember, keep the knees behind the toes, 70% effort. And try and still the mind, shut out all the stress and the worries. Step out to commence. off we go. I'm going to do 6 breath set. And change. Hopefully everyone's doing broadening one's chest. Change. You should be on Dancing with Rainbows. And change. Hopefully we're all now circling arms. Change. Twist, sway, swinging arm. And change. rowing a boat to the centre of a peaceful lake. And change. Holding a ball. Or holding a ball of chi, balancing a ball of chi. And change. Carrying the moon. Or looking back at the moon. And change. Twist waist, push palm to repel the fiery dragon. And change. Hopefully everyone's playing with clouds. And change. Scoop in the sea, reaching up to the sky. change. Change. Playing with waves. And change. And change. Should be on spreading wings. Change. And change. I hope everyone's punching. Change. change. Change direction. Change. And change. So hopefully if you've kept up all the way through this, now press palms. And close. We're going to bring the hands up, down the centre line, bring the feet in, left and right hand, and take a long deep breath in and out. One more, breathing in and out. Well done everyone. Hopefully that wasn't too taxing for you and you knew a bit more than you thought you might have known. Give those hands a rub, let's wake you up and run over a couple of minutes. But that's not unusual for me. And then give the face a good wash in and around, back of the neck, back of the ears, into the scalp, give it a good rub, get into the skin there, tap down the outside of both arms, and then up the insides. Tap down the outside of both legs, all the way to the ankles if you can reach them, up the insides, and then wipe outside arms, inside arms, outside legs all the way down, inside legs. Well done. So, anyone who's stuck through the whole of that, that's a real good hour's shibashi. It will have had the same effect on your body as going for a brisk walk for an hour. So, if you're not used to going for a brisk walk for an hour, don't be surprised if you feel a little bit knackered out. That's good, you've actually been doing something. Hi Genghis, nice to see you online. Hi Trace, I don't know what time you joined in. Yeah, I know you're new coming to this for the lives, but just copy it, do what you can, okay? as I've said to everybody starting out on this, just try and concentrate on getting the moves to start with, so you know which way your hands are going. Think about the arms, then think about what the legs are doing, then think about your breathing, and then I'll give you lots more other stuff to think about. Main thing is that you keep the knees back behind the toes when you're bobbing up and down, so don't go too far down. The moment you send the knees out forward of the toes, you put stress on the knees, and that's bad. So keep the knees back, 70% effort. Never over push, never over stretch. So if you stick to those 2 rules, knees behind toes, 70% effort, anything you do is a bonus. If you're going up when everybody else is going down, it doesn't matter. You're moving, you're getting the limbs loose, moving, firing that energy all around your body, getting the stretches in. Yeah, you're not going for a walk today, are you, Jane? You're going to get very wet if you do. I'd stay in and knit penguins. Yes. So, yeah, on that note, cats are now both back in. I think some of you saw Mavis. Yeah, hopefully, you did know a lot more. Those guys have been with me from the start. You know what's coming next. You've just got to trust yourself that you know it. And you'll be hopefully tempted to have a little practice on your own. As I said, no Thursday classes for now. I've got a lot of stuff going on, and to be honest, apart from Pauline and sometimes one other, people are back to their routines. So if you are missing the Thursday night classes, then pick one of the other videos and just, I mean, there's quite a lot now, so you should not get too fed up of me saying the same stuff all the time. Should be a bit of variety for you. And I will be back with another live next Monday at 10:30. So thanks for joining in. Spread the word. It's free to do this. If you can contribute, that is really, really appreciated, but it's by no means expected from anyone. I just want you to all keep moving, keep safe, strengthen those ankles, try not to fall over, and if you do have a fall, then hopefully if you've been practicing the shibashi, you will recover quicker, you won't damage yourself so much, and you just feel like a bit of a prat, but so what? Doesn't matter, does it? We're going to keep you moving and active for as long as possible. So bye bye for now, and I will see you all next Monday. Have a lovely week. We're supposed to be due some hot weather coming, so be able to see some nice suntans hopefully soon. Keep drinking the water. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pauline. Makes Mondays brilliant, doesn't it, doing this? Right, I'll see you all next week. Bye bye.